Imagine a world where the power of faith could end wars. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? But what if I told you that Napoleon Hill, the mastermind behind Think and Grow Rich, had a shocking plan to do just that? Today, we're diving deep into Hill's revolutionary ideas on how faith, cooperation, and a shift in mindset could transform not just businesses, but the entire world, potentially putting an end to war as we know it. Now, let's start with a question. What if the greatest weapon against conflict wasn't a weapon at all, but a mindset? Napoleon Hill believed that faith, not fear, is the most potent force on earth. He saw faith as a catalyst for change, a tool that could unite people and drive them towards a common goal. But how does this relate to ending wars? Well, Hill argued that the same principles that could lead to personal and financial success could also be applied on a global scale to foster peace. During the Great Depression, Hill observed how a lack of faith led to widespread fear and economic paralysis. Businesses crumbled, not because of a lack of resources, but because of a lack of belief in a better future. Hill saw this as a lesson for humanity. If fear could bring the world to its knees, then faith could lift it up. He envisioned a future where leaders, inspired by figures like Mahatma Gandhi, would harness the power of faith to create a new world order based on cooperation and mutual benefit. Gandhi, as Hill noted, was perhaps the most powerful man of his time, not because of military might, but because he inspired over 200 million people to work together in harmony for a common cause. Imagine that. 200 million people, not coerced, but willingly cooperating. Hill saw this as a miracle, a testament to the power of faith and unity. If Gandhi could achieve this on a national scale, why couldn't the same principles be applied globally to end wars? Hill believed that the industrial age had stripped humanity of its soul, treating men as mere cogs in a machine. But he foresaw a new era, one where human happiness and contentment would be the ultimate goals. In this new world, production would thrive not through force and fear, but through faith and cooperation. Workers would not only earn wages but also share in the profits, creating a sense of ownership and investment in the success of their endeavors. But here's the twist. Hill's vision required a radical shift in how we think about leadership and power. He argued that true leaders are those who understand and apply the principles of faith and cooperation, much like Gandhi did. These leaders would emerge not from the traditional halls of power, but from the factories, mines, and small towns. They would be practical dreamers, individuals who could see beyond the status quo and harness the power of faith to drive change. Now you might be wondering, how does this translate to ending wars? Hill believed that wars are often the result of fear, misunderstanding, and a lack of faith in peaceful solutions. By fostering a global mindset of faith and cooperation, conflicts could be resolved through dialogue and mutual understanding rather than violence. It's a bold vision, but one that Hill believed was within reach if humanity could embrace the power of faith. Let's take a moment to reflect on the story of the American Revolution, as recounted by Hill. We often credit George Washington as the father of the nation, but Hill points out that the revolution's success was secured long before Washington's armies claimed victory. It was the faith and courage of individuals like John Hancock and Samuel Adams who made the decisive moves that set the stage for independence. Their story is a reminder that great change often starts with a small group of committed individuals who have the faith to pursue their vision against all odds. Hill's message is clear. The power to change the world lies within each of us, but it requires faith, courage, and a willingness to cooperate with others. He challenges us to look beyond our immediate circumstances and imagine a world where faith is the driving force behind our actions. It's a world where wars are obsolete because we've learned to resolve our differences through understanding and collaboration. So, how do we get there? Hill suggests that it starts with a personal commitment to cultivating faith in our own lives. By controlling our thoughts and focusing on positive, constructive ideas, we can influence our actions and, ultimately, our reality. Hill emphasizes the importance of autosuggestion, the practice of repeatedly affirming our goals and beliefs until they become ingrained in our subconscious. This, he argues, is the key to unlocking our potential and achieving our dreams. But Hill also warns of the dangers of negative thinking. Just as faith can lead to success, fear and doubt can lead to failure. He shares the story of Thomas Edison, who was told by naysayers that his idea for a phonograph was impossible. Edison, however, refused to let their negativity influence him. He had faith in his vision and ultimately succeeded in creating a machine that revolutionized the way we experience sound. Similarly, F.W. Woolworth was told that his business model of selling goods for 5 and 10 cents would never work. Yet, he had faith in his idea and built a retail empire. These stories illustrate Hill's belief that the mind can achieve anything it conceives and believes. It's a powerful reminder that faith, not fear, is the foundation of success. In conclusion, Napoleon Hill's shocking plan to end war forever is rooted in the transformative power of faith. By fostering a global mindset of cooperation and mutual benefit, Hill believed that humanity could overcome its greatest challenges, including war. It's a vision that requires us to look beyond our immediate circumstances and embrace the power of faith to drive change. As we navigate the complexities of the modern world, Hill's message is more relevant than ever. By cultivating faith in our own lives and working together towards common goals, we can create a future where peace and prosperity are within reach for all. So, the next time you find yourself doubting the power of faith, remember the stories of those who dared to believe in the impossible and changed the world. Perhaps, just perhaps, we can do the same. But Napoleon Hill's vision for a world transformed by faith wasn't just a theoretical musing. It was a call to action, a blueprint for individual and collective transformation. He implored individuals to become architects of their own destiny by aligning their thoughts with their deepest desires and highest values. In doing so, he believed they would not only elevate their personal circumstances, but contribute to the elevation of society as a whole. Hill's plan involved a series of practical steps that individuals could take to harness the power of faith in their daily lives. He called for a disciplined practice of self-reflection and mindfulness, urging people to become acutely aware of their thoughts and the emotions that those thoughts engendered. By cultivating a mindset of positivity and abundance, individuals could begin to rewire their subconscious mind, replacing doubts and fears with confidence and purpose. This inner transformation, Hill argued, would naturally extend outward, fostering stronger relationships and a more collaborative spirit in communities. He envisioned a network of like-minded individuals, bound by a shared commitment to personal and collective growth, who would serve as catalysts for change in their respective spheres of influence. These mastermind groups, as Hill called them, would be incubators of innovation and progress, harnessing the combined intellect and energy of their members to tackle the world's most pressing challenges. In the context of global peace, Hill believed that these mastermind groups could play a pivotal role in bridging divides and fostering dialogue across cultural and ideological boundaries. By bringing together individuals from diverse backgrounds and perspectives, these groups could serve as forums for the exchange of ideas and the development of creative solutions to complex problems. The goal was not to erase differences but to transcend them, finding common ground in the shared aspiration for a world free from the ravages of war. Hill's vision also extended to the realm of education, where he saw an opportunity to instill the principles of faith and cooperation in future generations. He advocated for an educational system that emphasized emotional intelligence and character development alongside traditional academic subjects. By teaching children to think critically, empathize with others, and believe in their own potential, Hill believed that we could cultivate a generation of leaders who would be equipped to navigate the complexities of an interconnected world. The transformation Hill envisioned was nothing short of a paradigm shift, a reorientation of societal values towards a more holistic and inclusive vision of success. It required a redefinition of power, not as a tool for domination, but as a means of empowerment and service to others. In Hill's world, true power lay in the ability to inspire, to uplift, and to bring out the best in oneself and others. Of course, Hill acknowledged that such a transformation would not be easy or immediate. It would require persistence, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to the principles of faith and cooperation. But he was optimistic about humanity's capacity for growth and change, confident that with the right mindset and collective effort, a more peaceful and prosperous world was within reach. As we ponder Hill's bold vision, we are reminded of the power of ideas to shape reality. His message challenges us to envision a world where faith and cooperation replace fear and conflict, where individuals and communities are united by a shared commitment to the common good. It's a daunting task, but one that Hill believed was not only possible but essential for the future of humanity. In the end, Napoleon Hill's legacy is a testament to the transformative power of belief. It is an invitation to each of us to harness that power in our own lives, to become agents of change and architects of a new world where peace and prosperity are not just aspirations, but realities. As we strive to realize this vision, we honor Hill's enduring message, that within each of us lies the potential to change the world, if only we have the faith to believe,